Hey, welcome to House Shows Direct. My name is BJ Kinney, and today on the show we have Brian Johanson, based right here in Fort Collins, Colorado. He's the lead singer and songwriter for the Honky-Tonk band Sugar Britches, and he also performs as a solo artist. After a long, hard battle with addiction, Brian has dedicated his life to his music, his community, and his family. Having grown up in love with drawing, playing with Legos, and developing a vocabulary inspired by Calvin and Hobbes and the Far Side comics, he pours his inspiration and creativity into his writing and his performances. You can follow him and his band on social media and find his music on all the streaming platforms. Before we get started, I want to thank today's sponsor, the Magnolia Sessions. Their music video series is designed to bolster and support local artists in the northern Colorado music scene. They premiere their music videos at the Lyric Cinema in Fort Collins, followed by an interview with the musicians and a live performance. Catch their next premiere with the band Early Ori on Thursday, April 2nd. Here's my conversation with the one and only Brian Johanson. All right. Brian Johanson.
BJ.
Thanks for being here, man. You look comfortable.
I'm so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit like that the whole time?
I don't know. Maybe I'll.
Yeah. Just don't fall asleep.
No. Yeah.
Well, it's cozy out here. Well, I did want to, well, first of all, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
So, yeah, you play country music.
Some would say that.
Yeah.
Some would not.
Some form of
But
country.
Yeah.
What other, outside of country, like what other genres and stuff are you into or interested in?
Man. I grew up with a very weird musical listening background. So I listened to a lot of stuff because when we were growing up, my parents mostly just listened to Christian albums, gospel stuff. So it was a lot of the weird 80s and 90s Christian CMA stuff, which was not great. So, but
Yeah.
there's a few bangers every now and then. So, but I always loved music and I always loved listening to that, whatever I could get my hands on. But like, I was very limited because I remember when I first started getting into music, it was, I really latched on to Weird Al, and that really, of course, 11, 12-year-old kid doesn't like Weird Al.
Yep.
So
Amish Paradise.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a big one. I think that got the whole thing started. And then I kind of discovered other music from there. And then, I'd start listening to, other things that was outside of the family safety music zone. And a lot of albums got thrown away. I had to hide a lot of music and stuff too. So,
Yeah. Well, Megan, you want to come in? I'm going to let Megan.
yeah, let me in.
Cool.
Yeah,
Did you listen to hip hop or anything?
I did. I went through all the phases. I had some cousins who loved hip hop, so Tupac and Biggie and West Side Connection were pretty big, and Dr. Dre.
No Puff Daddy?
Scandal noted. Yes, a little bit of Puff Daddy in there.
God, come here, Maggie.
Yeah.
Come up, dude.
Yeah. So I did love a lot of that, and then in high school it got into more metal and then new metal and punk stuff too.
Yeah.
So I think I got a pretty evenly rounded
Yeah.
music palette back then, but I really did like a lot of more of the punk stuff too, and that's generally I kind of have geared towards punk and folk and honky-tonk type music. So
Yeah.
no,
I know a lot of old punk rockers that are now playing
Yeah.
country and rockabilly and bluegrass, and it translates.
yeah. I think I saw something once that said rockabilly is where punks go to retire,
Yeah.
and that seems like it's pretty true. So
Yep.
one of my favorite punk guys is Lenny Lashley he was in a band called Darkbuster, and he did a album called Lenny and the Piss Poor Boys. It's probably like 20 years old, and they only made one album because the bass player passed away. But it's one of the best country albums I've ever heard. So it's just called Lenny and the Piss Poor Boys. So
Cool.
it's awesome. But
I'll have to check that out.
yeah, so I think there's a lot of really good overlap between punk and country and honky-tonk and stuff too.
Did you start like on guitar, learning guitar when you were younger? Or?
I started on violin when I was pretty young, 8 or 9, and then switched over to trombone. Does that made sense?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where all the girls were.
Yeah.
And then we moved out here to Colorado in the early 90s, and my parents stuck me in a private school that did not have a good music program, so no one could really teach me how to be a better tromboner. So
Yeah.
I just kind of switched over to guitar because that was a cool thing to do. And my uncle actually was a musician, and he gave me and my brother a couple guitars. So
Cool.
we're like, may as well do this.
Did you grow up here in Fort Collins?
No. Well, I was born in Colorado. My dad worked for Kodak, so we moved to the West Coast and then the East Coast. So I kind of grew up in Rochester, New York. New York for a while.
Yeah.
But then we moved back here when I was 12.
Yep.
So about 94, 93.
Yep. So
And
you get your East Coast edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I've lost my New York accent, though.
Yeah.
I talk really slow now again, so
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I kind of consider I grew up in New York a little bit too, and
Cool.
had some formative years there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been here and off and on about 30 years. Tried to live a few times, but I like it.
Brothers, sisters.
I've got an older sister, a little brother, and a little sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. And everyone was pretty musical, but no one really had the disease to go perform in front of other people like me, it seems like. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you start like performing in front of people like at a young age, or how'd you get into actually performing in front of crowds?
Me and my siblings, we would all, of course, like do a lot of stuff when, I don't know if you ever did this, but it was like your parents would have friends over and stuff, and we'd like come down and like do a skit for them or something, and no one asked for it. We just needed attention, I guess. But
Yeah.
I just thought we were being very clever.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of where it started. And then, we all did like plays and stuff like that, and musicals and growing up. And then I think when I started playing guitar, that kind of got the itch to learn songs and play songs and write songs and go out time in public. So
Yeah. Well, you write some pretty fun songs. I was listening to your newer album today.
oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like.
Cooking lunch and listening to.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
you
sweet.
trying to go back out? I'm gonna have to call your mom and have you come and get her. Yeah. Go to mama.
Sorry, Maggie.
Yeah, but like, no, I love your music because there's a lot of like, it's comedic and like serious, and you like have a clever way of kind of pointing out like some of the absurdities in life,
Thanks. Yeah, I think when I first started writing, it was all pretty serious and
Yeah.
pretty sad.
Yeah.
But now I think with age, everything just seems very
Yeah.
absurd and stupid. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think that kind of comes out.
Yeah, I think it's important to point it out. Music can there's so many like serious folk musicians, and
Yeah.
there's plenty of that out there. And I think bringing some levity to it
Yeah.
is pretty great.
Yeah, I think so too. Those are usually some of my favorite artists, and I love a good sad song too, and I love a really, really deep, poignant song too. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we need it all. I like your, what is it, polyamory?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a fun.
good. Well, that was really fun playing with you at the Forge.
Yeah, that
Are
was
you
great.
still doing the sit-in Sundays?
My last one is in a couple weeks actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of
And then-
take a break from it. And
Yeah, kind of cooked from it a little.
yeah, I think you know how it is with a wife and kids. It's
Yep.
important to be home too a little bit. So
Yep.
just trying to be
Yep.
home a little bit more, and
Yep. Wife, kids,
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
They keep you busy.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and if you're working, all week, and then you've got, Saturday off, and then if you're doing that, or were you doing that like once a month? Or?
Once a month usually.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like it was super hard, but yeah, I mean, it all just takes time, and it was like one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do, because it gave me a break from my band and stuff, and I could
Yeah.
try out new songs and play with people I'd never played with, and just fuck around. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So Sugar Britches, your band,
yas,
you guys have been together for a while, right? I mean,
yeah. I think it's about 8 years old at this point.
yep.
Yeah.
Trying to think, you played in here for, I think it was what was it? It was that Labor Day weekend thing. It was the Blue Collar Bonanza that we had, and you played in here.
Yeah.
That's when Josh was still playing with you.
Yeah, was that because we did it once with Willie for a
Mhm.
while,
Yep.
and I think we had a trio then.
Oh yeah, that was actually the Willie Carlisle one. I was thinking because Nick Shoulders came and played the Blue Collar Bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking that was it, but
No, I just came to that one.
yeah, yeah.
I was just an audience.
Well, I want to get you guys on the outside stage.
Oh yeah.
You know, get the full band. I just remember Josh playing electric guitar,
Yeah.
and he's got like, you know, he catches like the ladies' eyes
Yep.
and gives them the eyebrows and stuff. And he was like looking at my wife, and I'm getting a little insecure. I'm like, why is he looking at her like that? And she's smiling. I'm like, I gotta get this guy out of here.
He's a charmer.
Oh,
He
he's
is.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
I love Josh.
I used to call him Mr. Wiggles just because how much he moved around and stuff.
Oh yeah, he can't.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's so good. Yeah, I
Mhm.
love it. I love people who move around a lot because I don't. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I mean, like, I haven't played a lot, but like when I do play, it's like I don't move around much. I do if I'm doing the one man band, then I'm obviously like
yeah, he can.
moving my whole body. But when I'm seeing people like the showmanship, like Charlie
Yeah.
Crockett style, you know, Josh Long style,
Yeah.
I was impressed by that. It's like,
They've just got a good rhythm. They've got a good fluidity to their bodies, and I'm more like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. That's how I learned to dance. So, yeah, I've been trying to move around a little bit more too, and I think it gets easier when you play with a lot of good people and you really get into it and stuff, and you
Yeah.
kind of move around a little bit. But
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's fun, dude. I'm so glad you're here.
Me too. This
Yeah.
is perfect. Perfect.
great.
Beginning in January.
You're my sixth interview, and I'm starting to get comfortable, just like calming down and relaxing and
Yeah,
chatting with my pals and getting to know people better. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah. I was thinking about like how to actually set up the interview series and like where to sit, how to set it up. I've got a little studio space in my garage.
yeah.
I was thinking about doing it in there, and then I'm like, gosh, the barn is perfect because
It is.
I sit here and have conversations around the fire with artists anyway all the time. And you know, I thought about like maybe doing like Tonight Show style, like having a desk here that I could like tap on and like have a pen, you know.
Yeah,
That's
an envelope.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe we could both have desks.
That'd be great. Yeah. We wouldn't have to wear pants then. But that was an explicit instruction: was you have to wear
Yeah,
pants.
that was what I told you. Bring your guitar and wear pants.
Yeah. I'm not used to that. So yeah.
Cool, man.
No, you're doing great. You've always been very easy to talk to, and
Oh,
always a delight. And
thank you.
yeah,
I try.
yeah,
I try. I'm learning to talk less about myself and
yeah,
get more curious about other people's lives and
yeah.
actually listen. You know?
It's a hard skill
Yeah.
for a lot of us.
Well, I grew up in a family of dudes, awesome dudes,
Yeah,
that had a really hard time not, sort of one-upping or thinking of a way to offer some kind of a relative statement to somebody else's start. Like, oh, I had a, I can't tell you how many conversations like pre me working on my ADD and learning to focus and listen, where I would just like have a whole conversation and I would miss it. And I'm like, ugh, like I just talked,
yeah,
and I've been learning to get better at that.
yeah. Focus is hard, and especially later in life when you've been so conditioned to it.
Yeah.
Are you the youngest or oldest or middle?
I'm in the middle. There's
Okay.
6 of us.
Yeah.
My
God.
So yeah, Colton, Colleen, Alan, then me, then my little brother Danny, my little sister Megan.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
4 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
So yeah, there was a lot going on.
That's
And we always had like uncles and aunts and cousins and
Yeah.
random strays in and out.
Yeah.
You can see I've kind of taken after.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
Should-
love
should
that though. We
Carried it on.
need more of that. So
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, what I remember the song you sang in here. Was it like The King of Fort Collins or
Oh, yeah.
something like that? It was like about your drinking days and just causing trouble.
yeah, the king of downtown.
King of Downtown. Yeah. Is that real?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have to be careful. Yeah, not everything is real in those songs, but that song's pretty real. That was a reflection, on turning 21
Yeah.
here in Fort Collins, and just I felt like I back in my drinking days. I was like, yeah, I'm the king down here. Everybody knows me and stuff, but it wasn't a good reputation. So it was just always a shit show. So
Yeah. The wrong kind of attention.
come home, lots of bruises. Lots of punching friends in the face, lots of friends and
Oh, yeah.
girlfriends lost and stuff. And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So you got into some trouble.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get arrested at all?
The only time I ever got arrested was for a DUI, and that does count. Those aren't good. So
No.
yeah. But I mean, I'm shocked that it took that long as it did, because it should have
Yeah.
happened sooner. And yeah.
Man, that still drives me nuts. How many people drink and drive?
Yeah, it's well in this day and age too. It's so avoidable. Like
I know.
you literally don't have to drive anywhere.
Yep. Uber's a lot cheaper.
It's so cheap. Yeah.
Well, and especially around here, you can just bike
Yeah.
everywhere.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm constantly like, checking on people because we do shows here and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, like, you can leave your car, park up. Like, how many drinks have you had? And then I start to feel like I'm mothering them, and I'm like, all right, I guess I kind of got to let go. I can't,
Yeah.
tell you what to do. But I've had a few friends that have like actually been like, you know what, I'm gonna call an Uber. I never thought of that,
Yeah.
and then now they do. That's like a habit of practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally. No, it's a valuable lesson, and yeah, I still just kind of cringe thinking about it too, because it's just so dangerous. I'm so glad no one was hurt. And
Yep.
yeah, I definitely learned a lesson not to drink and drive, but I still kept drinking, and then it took a few more years of.
You quit driving first?
Yeah, I quit driving first. Yeah, I quit driving by law, and then I got back to driving with the interlock, and then normal driving, and then so it was years later. It took a long time for me to finally just say this is you got to be done with it. So
Yep. No, my brothers had quite a few DWIs, and my dad and uncles, and I just watched so much of that happen. I actually went to the workhouse in Minneapolis to visit my dad, and they had it's like the old school phones through the glass.
Yeah.
And I went from one, my dad, next one, my Uncle Jimmy, next one, my brother. I was like, hey. I'm like, all right, this is how you end up in here.
That could be a song there.
I'm gonna avoid that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid that.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't really go anywhere. I'm just kind of here. So
Yeah.
have
You have everything you need.
a few beers. I just walk the 100 feet home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cool. Like, how long have you been sober?
11 years.
Good for you, man.
So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good decision, and good gift to my kids. And
Did you just kind of hit the point where you're like, I'm just done? Or was it,
man,
did you have to go to treatment or anything? Or
well, I had many failed attempts by myself, and then I tried therapy. I actually went out to rehab in California, which was a terrible experience. That's what that song on that new album, Paris.
Okay.
That's what that's about. And then it still took years. I was in and out of AA like a decade before, and then my last bender was like 2 weeks, and I ended up in the ER at the hospital, and then a psychiatric ward over at Mountain Crest for like suicide watch. And so,
wow.
and after that, I came out like 3 days later, and my body was exhausted. Mentally, I was exhausted, spiritually exhausted.
Yeah.
Just depleted. And I just was like, I'm done. And I started listening to people who were sober and had quit and had a good amount of time. And then, I go to those secret classes every now and then, and it still helps. So, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I grew up like in AA because my mom sobered up when I was younger.
Oh.
My dad had a really rough time, living in and off the streets, and like he struggled for a while. I actually wrote a book recently. He's sober.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I wrote a book called Kill Me or Cure Me.
Oh, wow.
Some pretty wild stories in there, but it's really cool, like how he was able to. Not many people go through what he's gone through and come out of it and reconnect with their family and kind of get everything back, But he talks a lot about. Well, anyway, no, I grew up around AA, so it's like I learned the Serenity Prayer and the steps and all that, and then did like some Al-Anon stuff.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because a lot of what I kind of found, some of the problems with like AA and some of that and treatment was like people would admit that they're an alcoholic. They'd like get to that point, but then they weren't like figuring out the other parts of their life, just like trauma and shit, and just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if you can't just be with yourself quiet in a
Absolutely.
room and handle that, like you're gonna go to something,
Yeah.
you know. And I think it seems like a lot of that whole I don't know, the sobriety community, AA treatment and all that is doing a better job with actually getting people to work through their stuff
Yeah.
instead of just like stop drinking, follow these rules. You know, it's good to have like a sponsor and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really, really think that like, I think it's probably hard to get over any kind of addiction
Yeah.
unless you're facing your demons,
Yeah.
you know?
No, and that was something I learned early on in that too. Because like I came in and I was like, you know, I've quit before. How's this gonna work? And something I heard was you have to get like emotionally sober, and that really kind of hit me
Yeah.
too. And so that kind of goes in with what you're saying too, is just like kind of trying to find the root cause and the root of that trauma and stuff. And I mean, that's a long list for a lot of people. And I mean, of course, we're all so different. But I mean, and I don't think there's any one way to do any of this.
No.
So
No.
I generally try to encourage people to talk to other people. Therapy is a great resource.
Yep.
Other people are, you know, there's lots of great resources out there too. But
Yeah.
you know, first and foremost, it has to come from you.
Yeah.
And you have to be the one to like say, I need to get to the bottom of this and get to the root cause and basically almost retrain your brain to like how to respond to life and to these situations that made you want to numb out and stuff too. So
yeah. You gotta, the sooner you can get to being like open and vulnerable and just fucking honest.
honesty is
That's kind of like where it starts. If you can just be honest about what you're feeling and thinking and, you know, anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
How long has your dad been sober now?
It's been, gosh, I don't even know. He kind of like he sobered up for a while, and then he had like a big thing and got stuck in North Platte, and I had to go rescue him. That last big thing of his was when we had the flood here.
Oh,
Because I remember I was trying to
Yeah.
drive to North Platte
man.
to go get him because he was held up in a hotel. I didn't know what hotel he was in. I just knew he was in North Platte. His car had broken down, and he was held up in a hotel somewhere because I'd gotten like a message from him.
Yeah.
And then it was crazy because I was trying to figure out a route out of town. Every road was closed.
Yeah.
There was one like little back highway over a bridge that you could get out. There was literally one route out of town, so I could get out of town and get up to North Platte and get him. And that was kind of his last big one.
Yeah.
And that was, when was that flood? There was two of, I think one
Was that the
2013 maybe.
Oh, okay, that one. Yeah, because then there was one in like the late 90s. That's
Yeah,
you
that
old
was
enough
the
to
big
drive?
one.
Yeah,
No, that was in '96.
I think so.
Yeah, I was 15.
Okay,
I was still back in
Yeah, I was
Minneapolis.
like, how did you? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was the 2012
Okay.
or 13.
Yeah, I do remember that one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, good for him, and
Yeah.
that's been good for you and your family.
Yep. No, it has been, man. It's kind of wild. I'm, like both my brothers that had a lot of trouble sobered up. My dad sobered up, but they really took it far.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of people do it.
I'm like, whoa. So I learned, from a young age to just like start talking about my problems,
Yeah.
being honest about it, and you know what I mean, like took it pretty serious. And
Yeah.
my mom was really good about all that.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you can have those good and bad examples can help shape all that too. So
Yep. Well, and to work with, people that have addiction, it's like you can hate the behaviors, you can hate the addiction, you can hate the alcoholism, but don't hate the alcoholic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to separate the behaviors from the person.
absolutely.
And that's the only way you can actually really support them in a healthy way without being
Yeah.
like super codependent and
Yeah.
getting in their way.
Yeah. Or enabling and
Yeah.
setting boundaries, all that too. And
Exactly.
it's hard. It's hard to
Yeah.
it's hard to support
Mm-hmm.
everybody when they're deep
It's
in it too.
exhausting, man.
It is.
So easy just to cut people off and be like,
Yeah.
I'm done,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I really went through a lot of that. So I can see, where you're coming from when you talk about going through it.
Yeah.
I haven't personally gone through anything like deep like that with addiction or anything, but I don't know. Sometimes I think I lucked out. Maybe I didn't also get like the bug,
Yeah. Who knows, That's the other thing. It's like,
Yep.
who knows why, there's genetics and stuff. There's circumstance, and then
Yeah.
other people can just stop. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Well, it's switching it up. Switching
I
it
know.
up. The Troy City Stomp. Are you still involved?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I got me and Elaine kind of, and Kevin took that over from Jimmy
Yeah.
years ago when he moved, and then my mom actually got sick, so I was kind of trying to
Yeah.
just be a little bit more available to that situation, so I kind of stepped back a little bit. But I still, Elaine usually books everything and sets stuff up, and then
Yeah.
I usually just kind of send logistical emails and get stage plots and
Yeah.
set times and kind of guide people in and stuff too. So
Cool, man.
yeah,
That's
it's a very small part that I do, but Elaine does the whole thing. She doesn't need any help. She's amazing with it.
Well, if you guys don't know what the Troy City Stomp is, it's a local festival based in Fort Collins. A lot of folk, roots, blues, like just a ton of cool music that Elaine Holmes puts on. Shout out to the Troy City Stomp.
Yeah, lady.
Yeah, I've loved connecting with that whole community. You know, it's like taking Clover Lake Banjo Shop and the Kinney Farm, and now what I'm doing with House Shows Direct, and tying that into Troy City Stomp and some other, I don't know. I love all those people.
Oh yeah. No, you're part of that family, I would say, and
Yeah.
you're a big part of it.
Yeah.
You and your family. So
No, I feel fortunate. I feel like I kind of snuck my foot in the back door a little bit, but I'm like, I'll come set up lights or give people places to stay or host a Sunday brunch show,
all that stuff helps, and it's,
yeah.
I think I started going probably back in like 2014, and I didn't know Jimmy or Elaine very well back then, but I went with a buddy and I just loved it. And I mean, Elaine and Jimmy, and they just have the best taste in music.
Yeah, Jimmy's a shit.
And you're very similar. You have great taste in music too. So it's kind of like with people like that, you're just like, if they're going to a show or they tell you about something, you're like, yeah, that's going to be good. I don't even need to listen before.
I'm just going to go.
And sometimes they don't, because I'm just want to be, I love walking into shows and just being like, I don't know anything about this person or this band, and then it's like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I love walking in blind, like not knowing.
me
Somebody's
too.
putting on some crazy mask and or like Johnny V.
Yeah.
It's like
Great chain rabbit.
I had no, exactly. I'm like, I had no idea what to expect stepping into that Johnny V show.
Yeah.
And I did take a little mushrooms beforehand, which I didn't need.
I don't think
10 minutes into the show, I'm like, I didn't need that.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Totally unnecessary. He takes you on his own trip. But yeah, that dude. And then hanging out with him, talking to him, I'm like, you're such like a normal guy.
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Like, I was afraid of you. I didn't want to like come within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Because it was so wild what you did. Just pulled me out of my whole, my own world.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the magic of it. It's always so cool to see people off stage, and then they just kind of transform that minute they get up there. So
Yep. I love seeing that. I love seeing people just kind of tap into that creative, wild part of themselves.
yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we're going to take a short break.
All right.
For more than a decade, Magnolia Sessions has been turning up the volume on local music. What started as a simple idea to give great bands a place to be seen and heard has grown into a community-driven platform for Colorado's independent music scene. Over the past 12 years, we've hosted more than 50 bands, capturing live performances in unconventional spaces and helping bands reach new audiences. No foundations, no industry gatekeepers, just real bands, powered by a community that believes that local music matters. Magnolia Sessions exists because of the people who show up. The musicians, the venues, our sponsors, and you. If you're in a band and want to be part of a future session, we want to hear from you. And if you believe in local music, you can get involved as a sponsor, partner, or volunteer. Discover the bands. Support the scene. Be part of the Magnolia Sessions. Magnolia Sessions. Local music amplified.
We were talking about Johnny V, weird musicians. Yeah, I forget.
Troy City.
Did you see the news about the freaking skier? He's like a 21-year-old kid over by Winter Park. This is sad, man. He was like a competitive skier and he tried to jump the road
Oh,
and freaking came up short and died. Like just hit the pavement and died, I think, yesterday.
oh man, no.
Dude, like freaking terrible. Anyway, sorry to bring that up, but I that was on my mind today because I'm like, Jesus, dude, like, I don't know. Did you ever do any crazy shit like that
Not
growing up, like
not that
dangerous stuff where you
fucking
almost died?
crazy.
Yeah.
I just went skiing and it was not crazy.
I've been thinking about it. Like when I've been skiing lately, I'm like, there's so many trees I could hit.
Yeah.
Like just going that fast, I'm like, I'm learning to slow down, you know?
I know we could pull a Sonny Bono any day, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, I mean we always, we did a lot of skiing and
Yeah.
I mean we did a lot of dumb shit, as I was just telling Chris before too.
Yeah.
I mean we jumped off like bridges and stuff. I think in North Carolina we jumped off like a 40-50 foot bridge or something,
Yep.
but nothing.
That's dangerous enough. I did some cliff jumping. Oh, we used to jump off. It was called the Arcola Bridge, but it was like a active train bridge.
Oh,
so
okay.
trains would
Yeah.
come, and you'd be trying to duck so the cars wouldn't see you out there.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to make sure like a freaking train wasn't coming. But we were out there one time, and a train did come,
Yeah.
and we were like far enough out there where it was further to run back and get to safety
Yeah.
than it was just to hurry up and jump. So
Yeah.
we just like freaking all jumped into the water, and it was like at like midnight, and that was
Holy
kind of
shit.
scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm done doing things that I could die
Yeah.
doing, you know.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think I'm always kind of like I'd love to do stuff that kind of gives me a little bit of a thrill, especially without drugs and alcohol. It's just food
Yeah.
is a lot. So,
Really spicy
yeah,
food.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've bungee jumped. I've never gone skydiving, but I don't know. I like to do a few dumb things every now and then still, but
Yeah.
usually with a good air of precaution. Cause
Yeah, I just want to like break my wrists or like,
yeah,
you know.
a good fall so I can have a break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still skateboard, but I ride like a little cruiser board.
Yeah.
So like if I'm at the skate park with my kids, I just cruise. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not jumping off of anything.
Yeah.
You know, just doing some carving and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I did a couple jumps skiing and my body felt old
Yeah.
already. So.
Yeah. It's scary. You get in the air and you're like, huh!
Yeah. Well, I mean, we used to
Yeah.
try doing flips and stuff, and
Yeah.
luckily nothing ever happened, but
Yeah. Good.
well, yeah. So
Good. Cool, man. So like your family, do you guys like do some traveling, camping? What do you guys do for fun?
yeah, typically, we do like to travel and get out, and we try to go to newer places. I mean, luckily here in Colorado in the West, there's still so much to do. And back in the pandemic, I took our two boys out almost every weekend just hiking, and that was good for me because I'd never been much of a hiker, and
Yeah.
just kind of exploring Colorado. And we drive out, sometimes 2 or 3 hours out to new hikes and stuff, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Great hikes, good bonding. And then my oldest daughter kind of developed a taste for 14ers, so we've done a few of those here and there, and
Nice.
that's been fun to do. And even on a few gigs and stuff we go to, I'll try to take time to go hike and stuff. And then our youngest kids are only 11 and 13, so
Yeah.
they still like, we went to like Great Wolf Lodge, and
Oh, we did that.
yeah, camping. Vita Vu's always been a special place too. All the rocks to climb. Everyone loves climbing. And then
Yeah.
there's just so much. And Mesa Verde, we try to get up to Wyoming too. And
Yep.
yeah,
Snowy Range,
yeah,
that whole area.
yeah,
That was awesome.
It's so cool.
I love that little town, Centennial.
Oh yeah,
What is it? Like 84
yeah.
and a half or something
Yeah.
population.
I've always
And
wanted
they're
to
like
stop there.
self-governed.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I've stopped in and because we'll go skiing at Snowy Range and then stay
Okay.
at it's like the little steakhouse
yeah,
hotel kind of thing there. And
Yeah.
like, I just like to pop into those little bars, and it's like the record player stops and they all turn around and look at you.
yeah.
Last time I was up there, there's one black guy in Centennial named Charlie, who's awesome.
Yeah.
And I remember him because people tell me I look like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
and which some people love and some people hate.
Yeah.
And anyway, I walk in and he's sitting there all decked out in Packers gear, and he looks over at me. He's like, "Aaron Rodgers, shit, get over here," and like bought me a few drinks. It's so funny. So every time I pop in there, he'll spot me.
Yeah.
But it's great.
That's great.
Anyway, yeah, that's a fun little town.
You just have to talk about anti-vaccine and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Is that the guy? I don't watch sports.
That's the guy.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Good quarterback.
I know. Yeah.
He's still playing.
Is he?
Yeah. He's going into the playoffs. The Steelers just beat the Ravens. Oh crap! I dated this podcast.
Go sports.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
What, dude? So what's your day job?
I basically do a lot of different things, but I work for a company and I was basically hired for shipping, logistic type stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then I kind of do a lot of everything. I do purchasing and
All right.
office management stuff, and it's kind of a weird company because I can't talk about what we make and what we do.
Oh,
But it's just
top secret.
It is kind of top secret because it's a lot of like.
You work for the government?
It's not the government,
Okay.
but we sell to certain parts of the government. But then we also sell to like medical fields and
Yeah.
things like that too. But we're more of a repair hub. But it's a great job though, and I've had a lot of jobs. So
Yeah.
and as a musician, it's like you kind of have to decide which shit sandwich you want to eat, and this one's a pretty good shit sandwich because
Good. Yeah.
you know whenever I need to leave for music, they're like, yeah, go for it. And whenever I have family stuff, they're like, yeah, totally understand. And so
Cool.
everyone just kind of shows up and does their job. I only work with like 2 other guys, and
Yeah.
it's really pretty chill. So
So you got a good balance between work, family, music.
I hope so. That's kind of what I'm always seeking. And
Yeah.
you have to fluctuate and you have to move around a little bit just because sports pop up, life events pop up,
Yep.
fights pop up, all that stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah, I think we do a pretty good job. And my wife's an artist too, and she's pretty supportive of music, and
Does she paint?
she paints, and then she does sculptures. She does multimedia stuff.
Yeah. And is she a teacher or
And
something?
now she she went back to school and got a bachelor's in art education. So
Cool. Good for her.
She just started her second year. Her second semester. Yeah,
Yeah.
her second semester of teaching, but she loves it. It's a good school and good students, good parents, good admin. So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, and I think she was made to do it, and
Yeah.
it's kind of rough to get into that stuff and figure out your place in the world as an artist and to make money. And then lately she's been making she just does so many things. It's so weird. I always admire her so much because every time I think I have her artistic brain figured out, she just goes in a completely different direction. Because she'll paint, and then she'll do these weird ass sculptures.
Yeah.
And then lately she's been like pressing flowers and bugs in between glass and like soldering them and making
Oh, cool.
like either jewelry or window window light fixtures and stuff. And it's I don't know, she just always kind of says, that looks neat, I want to make it.
Does she do any like stained glass work?
She hasn't done any
Incorporating
stained glass,
Yeah.
just glass, but a lot of her friends do stained glass too, so I think
It's actually pretty easy to do. Like if she ever wants to incorporate
yeah.
some of that, like I've got a setup here.
Oh,
I haven't
nice.
done a ton of it. Like I made that little thing behind the
Oh, very
piano.
cool.
I've only done a couple things, but really like when you fit the pieces together and you wrap it with the foil,
Yeah.
and then you
And the solder.
put the flux in there,
Yep.
and then it's actually a pretty easy process,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cool. That's something
Yeah.
I don't know. I have like a gazillion hobbies that I
I couldn't tell.
wish I could just spend my time doing. I'm a man with too many hobbies.
Yeah, I hear you.
I wish I could just, I don't know, what would be like your ideal, and maybe you're living it now. What would be your like ideal daily routine or lifestyle, or you know what I mean? Like, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money?
Yeah, I would love to not work for the man. I think I'd still want to be busy with stuff, and I with music especially, I never really wanted to like sit down and like, this is my writing time, this is what you're gonna do. So I'm never super disciplined like that. Usually it just kind of comes, but it would be nice to just have more time to do it, because there are a lot of days where I come home exhausted and stuff, and I was like, I don't have time for this. But I think it would be great to just be able to wake up, spend time with everybody, take the dogs out, get some air,
Yep.
Do some exercises, and then
Yep.
yeah, just create. And I love a lot of different things too, and I love painting and drawing as well, and I don't always have a lot of time for that, so
Yeah.
I think
Drawing's fun.
yeah,
I miss drawing. I drew a lot as a teenager. But
yeah.
do you still draw though?
I do. I kind of got back into it. I kind of went through a phase after, yeah, because I quit doing all that stuff back when I was drinking, and then when I quit drinking, I kind of rediscovered music too,
Yeah.
and then I rediscovered like, oh, painting's super fun, and I'd never really done that, and then
Mm-hmm.
acrylic and watercolor and oil and all this stuff, and then lately I've been just doing ink on paper, and that's more of a drawing and more. It's kind of like building a Lego set sometimes too, because there's just so many small details to do and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's so fun, it's so cathartic, and it just takes up your time. And
Yeah.
I do that Inktober sometimes, and it just really.
Oh yeah. What is the Inktober?
It's usually where there's usually like a prompt for each day of October,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you draw something based on that. And sometimes
Yeah.
I followed it sometimes, and then sometimes I don't,
Yeah.
and you just draw whatever. There's one year where I just drew a bunch of musicians and stuff too,
Cool.
and I don't know, it's just really relaxing. So it'd be nice to just do
Yeah.
relaxing things. It'd be nice to volunteer. So but I guess, yeah, eternally seeking the balance of all that. You want to do a little bit of all that still if you can. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to strike that balance between like, do I work more and make more money, or do I work less and have more of the quality time? I've always leaned more, sorry, Gemma, on the side of trying to, have that quality time. And, like
Yeah.
my kid asked me the other day, he's like, how easy do you think it is to become a millionaire? I'm like, it depends. I'm like, if you just focus on that, I don't think it's that crazy hard,
yeah,
but you're going to sacrifice a lot. And he's like, well, why aren't you a millionaire? I'm like, think about all of the camping trips. Think
Yeah.
about all the times we spent together, the playing music, learning music, like hanging out, just throwing the football, doing puzzles. Like
yeah,
I wouldn't trade all that time I've had with my kids
absolutely.
for $100 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'd rather kind of grind it out on the financial end a little bit and do what I can,
Yeah,
maybe not be able to go out to eat as much.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? But, I don't know. I don't regret any of it,
yeah. Well, I think that's a good thing for your kids to see too, because
Yep.
yeah, I remember working jobs where they'd want you to work like overtime a lot and,
Mm-hmm.
and do all this. Everyone's like, why aren't you working more? There's a lot more money. I'm like, fuck that. I want to be home with my kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like when I sold my electrical business a couple years ago, it was more just I was just done with it. I was tired of
Yeah.
just like the pressure and the constant like grind of contracting and dealing with people and all this, and that was always in my head,
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, why would you like build up an electrical business and then just retire from it? And I'm like, I did that I had my own business for 13 years, and I'm like, I'm done. I want to do something else.
Yeah.
And my wife works full time and more, taking care of, elderly people and seniors, does a little bit of, some like hospice work, dementia care, stuff like that. I mean, she's good at it,
Yeah.
so she's really found her gift there.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm like, when she comes home and talks about it, I'm like, how
Right.
do you do that? That is amazing.
Yeah. I think people like that, it's like, man, they were born to do it and they have a heart for it. But,
Yeah.
and then on the other hand too, it's like you meet a lot of artists as well who like, they have a heart for it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't, because I've been doing this like 20 years. And a lot of people get burnt out and they're just like, fuck this. And,
Yep.
and they get sick of it too. And that's okay too. Passions change and you can go a different direction and stuff too. Not,
Yep.
No shade against them, but
Yeah. I feel bad for artists, like performers that get to the point where they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah.
But they're successful at it.
Yeah.
And they have a whole fan base and people love them, and they
Yeah.
have to like meet that expectation.
Yeah.
That's got to be a hard thing to do, to back out of that.
Yeah.
To step off the stage and try to be a normal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually they're not normal people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
none of us are. But
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, man. So have you had any other like crazy jobs in your life?
well, not really.
No?
I'm trying to think. I've been working since I was like 9.
Yeah.
Paper out, and then
That was my first job.
that was it. Really?
Paper out,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I was telling my kids, and
Yeah.
like, they don't let kids do that anymore.
No.
There's no need for it. But
No.
I know, out at 5 in the morning and stuff. But yeah, pizza place. I worked at a pizza place.
Me
Did
too.
about everything. It was
Yep.
oh man, it was really fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to drink on the job and shotgun beers and
Yep.
yeah, make pizzas and
Yeah.
shout out to Cazola's. There's still one in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just had a lot of weird jobs, but
Yeah.
off and on things.
I think that's important. I've been trying to encourage my kids. I'm like, you don't. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think they've kind of seen what I've done, where I've focused like a lot on trying to do what I want to do.
yeah,
But I'm like, you don't realize all the jobs and things I did before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've done every trade. Worked in restaurants. I worked for this company once called Board Up Plus, and it was an emergency board up service.
Mm.
So I had a van and full of plywood and a generator and a skill saw and a screw gun and a bunch of screws.
Wow.
And so we'd get, like a meth house to get raided in Minneapolis or something. I'd have to go board that thing up
Yeah.
at like 3:00 in the morning in the hood,
Yeah,
when I was like 19, But, I did a lot of different jobs, and I'm encouraging them. I'm like, just go try different jobs.
Yeah.
Like, go be a server somewhere. You know what I mean? Go be a server somewhere for 6 months. You get good at talking to people, and, and then you appreciate servers too.
yeah, absolutely. Everybody should have to work in a restaurant.
Go get a roofing job for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, get up on a roof or go like lay brick or just, go shovel the shit.
Yeah,
And then when you go find a different job, you realize, oh, there's like 90% of jobs out there I don't want to do,
yeah. And then it can usually lead you in a direction of finding something you really want to do.
Yep.
And so I try to tell my oldest that too. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know. Sometimes I worry I'm like left them a little bit aimless, but I've always been like, every job I've ever had, what I've always found is like, I love people.
yeah,
And if I can like show up for people, regardless of what I'm doing, I can kind of make each situation, whether I'm like rewiring a kitchen or on a roof or working in a restaurant, it's like I can make somebody's day
yeah,
just a little better, because there's just so many grumps out there, especially in the trades.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what it's all about, is connecting with other people too,
Yeah.
and trying to make it
Yeah.
a little bit
Exactly.
better. So that's kind of the fun thing about the music job too, is just usually, even if I'm in a bad mood, I get up there and I'm in a good mood when we start and when I finish, and
Yeah.
puts me in a good mood. Generally, I hope it puts everyone in a good mood. I'm sure it doesn't put everybody in a good mood, but
No.
yeah.
I was on a job once and it was just this grumpy ass plumber, just the most angry guy in the world. And he was going around cutting all my wires because I'd run a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
The contractor had us all working at the same time when you're supposed to like, have a process
Yeah.
and an order you do it in. And I was like, man, why are you cutting all my wires? He's like, they're in my fucking way. He's like, what are you even doing here today? I'm like, my boss has me scheduled here.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're here, I'm here. We got to work this out.
Yeah.
Because you're just being an asshole. And he's like, well, could you see why I'm upset? I'm like, totally, man. I'm like, where do you want me to work in the house? He's like, I just want you out the job site. I'm like, all right, how about I help you run some plumbing pipe? And then when you're done running that pipe, I can come in and run my wires. And he's like, really? I helped him for like an hour or two,
Yeah.
because he didn't have a helper with him. And he just like lit up.
Yeah.
And he was cool to me on every other job. And all the other tradesmen are like, how did you like get him to be nice to you? And I'm like, I just like talked to him and offered some help. And
Yeah.
yep, he was cool as shit the rest of the time.
That's awesome.
But, I don't know. Examples like that of just trying to make somebody's day a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good takeaway for sure.
What about like if you had, do you have crazy dreams and stuff like after sobering up?
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of, the anxiety dream usually comes out as the relapse dream. I'm sure
Okay.
you've heard that too, where it's like,
I haven't actually.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I basically have 3 anxiety dreams now, and it's usually where I'm like I'm drinking a lot and I'm trying to hide it from my family. And then like the whole dream is just me trying to hide and to get liquor and try to hide liquor from my family. And then I'll wake up and I'll be like did I drink? Am I sober still? I don't even know.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird place to come out of drinking and stuff too. And then the other one is like, I worked in a restaurant for many years too.
Yeah.
And I have the server's nightmare still. And I haven't done that for like 15 plus years at this point, but I still have dreams where I'm working in this goddamn restaurant.
Yeah.
And there's too many people that are waiting on me.
Yeah.
Nothing's going my way. And then, and I'm in the weeds all the time. So that's my other anxiety. And then the other one is just like, I have to go back to college because I missed one class.
I have the school one.
Yeah. So those are the.
I'm always like not wearing pants. I'm like, I'm back in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like in my boxers.
Yeah.
Trying to convince people like I graduated.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be here and I'm not dressed.
Yeah.
But they don't notice that.
Yeah.
And they don't believe me that I'm like, dude, I'm 44. Look at me. I got like gray hair in my beard. I'm not a senior in high school.
Yeah. I think those are somewhat common between a lot of people for anxiety and stuff. But I had a really weird one just the other night too, where it was like, I was at some like award show for like an ad agency. And maybe it was because I was watching Mad Men a few months ago, but
yeah,
I got some award for something I worked on, and then they wanted to reward me, and it was like this secret sex cabal there as well. And I was telling my wife about this, and then the ending was too gross to tell in an interview thing.
Yeah,
but it was so just weird and bizarre. It ended so weird, and I was just like, what is going on in my brain that came up? Some weird
dreams can bring out those dark little corners,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh god, is that a part of who I am?
This weird like ad awards thing, and then it turned into some weird like sex cabal, blackmail thing too. Is very weird. So that's
It might have been meant for a song.
It might have been. Yeah, some are very vivid.
Yeah.
I wish I'd write them down, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I used to sleepwalk a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, I always had crazy dreams, like especially as a kid growing up. I had this one dream when I was like 8 that's still so realistic in my mind. And in real life, I'm having a sleepover with my cousins in the basement of the house where I was born in. And in the dream, and so I fall asleep, and in the dream I wake up in that spot, and I look to the top of the stairs, and my cousin Jeffrey's up there, and he's like, there's a serial killer trying to get into the house. And I'm like, oh shit. So I run up the stairs, and the back sliding glass door, there's this big fat dude with a wife beater on, kind of looks like Gacy,
Yeah.
you know, like with the balding cul-de-sac head, and he's holding a butcher knife, and he's standing there in the glass doorway, trying to open it. My cousin's trying to shut it, and my cousin's like, run, and freaking the guy gets in, and I'm running through the house telling everybody, get out. Yeah. And I run all the way to the back, and there used to be this deck that my dad built that we'd jump off into leaves. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to jump off of that and land in the leaves. And I get to the back bedroom, and I had a newborn baby sister at the time. And I'm getting ready to jump off the deck, and I look back, and I look in the doorway, and the dude's standing there like heavy breathing with the butcher knife, looking at me with this big grin on his face. And I'm like, what is he grinning at? Like, I'm about to get away. And he looks down, and my baby sister's laying in the bed.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh shit, if I save myself, he's going to kill her. And I was just like stuck. And he starts laughing, like belly laughing. And I'm like trying to make up my mind. And then I was like, this is a dream. I was like, holy shit. And I started like smacking myself to wake myself up from the dream. And he's still laughing. And I wake up in the basement on that floor, like smacking myself with my cousin. Like, oh my God, are you okay?
Oh.
And then I, like the rest of that day, I was like, is he coming back? Like what? Oh, but it was weird having a dream where I realized I was dreaming and woke myself up from it.
Have you had it again?
No, I've had some other weird dreams, but not one like
that's
that.
a pretty intense one. to remember that too is pretty wild.
Yeah, I must have been 7 or let's see, I was like 7 or 8.
No,
my little sister was. Yeah, I had a lot of those kinds of dreams. I don't have a lot of them anymore.
No.
But I kind of want some of them to come back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what brings about a good dream or a vivid dream or anything like that. Some people say they have them all the time, or I don't know if they.
I think maybe sometimes it's like stuff we kind of need to process in some weird way that we can't process like in our conscious living.
Yeah.
And we kind of need to like go there somehow.
Oh, I totally would believe that. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, dreams are interesting.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so how can people support you, the Sugar Britches, support your music, follow you?
Well, our OnlyFans is
OnlyFans? Okay, yeah.
We've got it. No.
Yeah. And then you bought the
book ranch, yeah.
the book.
Yeah. That was a fun post, yeah. I had people from high school and college texting me for like,
Like, really?
right, you bought that? I was like, this is a bad Photoshop thing. I don't know how you picked that. Yeah. We made those Book Ranch shirts, actually. It says Sugar Britches Book Ranch in it.
Oh, that's great.
It's
I gotta
like,
get one of those.
quinoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff from Sugar Britches songs and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's good.
usually all of our dates are at sugarbritchesmusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then following us, we're just on
Follow your Facebook stuff.
yeah, Facebook and Instagram. That's all I can handle because I have to do it all basically.
Yeah.
But it's at Sugar Britches Music, and there's a couple Sugar Britches bakeries and sex shops and
Cool.
erotic bakeries.
Yeah, you got a lot of streams of revenue.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes marketing pretty easy. But yeah, those are usually the pretty easiest way. But
Awesome.
yeah, look up a show.
Yeah.
We
You
try
guys-
to make
you guys
it
are
out.
so much fun to see. And
Yeah,
just like
thank
a
you.
great band
Yeah.
too.
It's really fun. Like I love that when I got back into music, I was just playing solo and stuff, and then
Yeah.
getting to play with so many people now. It's we have a 5-piece band, and
Yep.
we got Z the fiddle player. She's back full time, and
Cool.
yeah, Lance and Cam and Ori and AJ, and just a big band. I never really thought I'd do that.
Awesome.
So
What's your latest album?
Terrified
Terrified
and Aroused.
and Aroused.
Yeah,
Terrified and
There's
Aroused.
ellipses, so I was doing
Cool.
a
Yeah.
pause.
Yeah.
But-
So check out that new album.
oh yeah,
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
yeah. Thank
Cool,
you.
man. Well, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Should we do a song?
This is great. Sure.
All right. Well, you can do a song.
Okay. You don't want to stop
Should I go get the spoons?
if you want to.
Nah.
Yeah. This is a newer song that I just wrote a few months ago, but we played it a lot last month. So, but I think it's kind of a sad, fun one too. So it's called "Last Family Christmas at Home." So, but it's good for the whole year, in my opinion. So. Everybody's drinking more than usual. All the kids are high on their phones. Papa's got Fox blasting in the distance. Last family Christmas at home. Nobody wants to talk about it, except Uncle Bill's ignorant ass, walking on eggshells making gravy, only talking about the weather and the past. The world is aching like a poem. The wind blows soft and low. Mama's wine drunk in the kitchen. Last family Christmas at home. We're having wieners instead of turkey, PBR instead of wine. Wegmans is all out of eggs, man, but we're together one last time. Auntie's thankful God's in school again, but there's no lunch for the kids. Everybody's got the measles, but at least they own the libs. The world is aching like a poem. The wind blows soft and low. Sister's crying in the kitchen. Last family Christmas at home. Civil War starts on Sunday. Irony's not lost on me, I know. At least we'll always have the memories of our last Christmas at home. Everybody's drinking more than usual. The
The world is aching like a song. The state-run news blares in the distance. Last family Christmas at home. The world is aching like a poem. The wind blows soft and low. Mama's wine drunk in the kitchen. Last family Christmas at home. The sister's crying in the kitchen. Last family Christmas at home. Daddy's smoking in the kitchen. Last family Christmas at home.